These are the steps in making plain pastries. First, we're going to measure 2 cups of sugar since we are going to make 2 plain pastry. Next, 6 tablespoons of cornstarch. Then add a little bit of salt. Next, all we have to do is to add and spread the frozen blackberries into the pie shell. Next, we're going to mix what's in the tiny bowl, which are the cornstarch, sugar, and salt. Now, let's sprinkle the cornstarch and sugar in our berries. Next is cut up some butter. The butter, cornstarch, and then the sugar will melt too, so that is how it makes the pastry more delicious, I guess. Next is the top pie crust. It is actually optional. You can just bake it without putting crust, but trying to just enjoy the filling, and she's trying to make a crisscross pattern. Next is bake it in 450 degrees and leave it for 30 minutes, and there you have it. In a bowl, put 250 grams of cake flour and 290 grams of butter. Add 1 teaspoon of salt. Next, using a knife, cut the butter into the flour until the mixture is crumbly. Next, put cold water into the center. Wipe it gradually into the mixture until the pastry comes together in a bowl. Roll up the pastry with a rolling pin at 30 by 15 rate angle and fold it, dusting of any excess flour. Roll and fold. Wrap the pastry in a clean fold and chill for 30 minutes. Repeat the rolling folding, and still the shape should be rectangle. And refrigerate for at least an hour before using it, or offer at 24 hours. Pastry can also be freezed for at least 1 month. And actually use puff pastry for so many different recipes. First, sift 70 grams of pastry flour. Add 200 grams of old unsalted butter. Cut it into small cubes. Use your fingertips to gently work the butter into the pastry flour. Try to do this as quickly as possible to prevent the melting of the butter from the heat. To shape the dough into rough texture, chill it in a fridge for 45 minutes. Meantime, start to make another dough. Sift 190 pastry flour. Add 4 grams of salt, 120 ml of cold water. Gently stir the water with the tips of your finger. Eventually, the mixture in the center will become solid enough. Continue mixing. After some time, the dough will start to form. Continue kneading it until all the flour incorporate it. Wrap the dough in a plastic wrap and press it to a rectangle. Now, chill in the fridge for 30 minutes. The batter that's already cold, remove it in a plastic wrap. Gently roll the pin. Once you have a nice long rectangle, use the bench scraper to carefully remove any part of the dough and start side. Roll the other dough. Replace the buttered dough on the top of the flour dough. Roll out a few times and carefully flip the dough over. You don't have to press too hard, just enough. Fold the two ends about halfway towards the center. Then fold it again, put two sides, meet at the middle. Roll again with a rolling pin up in a plastic wrap again. Chill it for 20 minutes. When it's chilled, roll up the dough about 3 times at its current size. You need to roll the dough again and form a rectangular shape. Then again, fold it to 3. Now after rolling it, fold it to 3 again. Then cover it with plastic wrap and chill for at least 30 minutes. And here's the puff pastry recipe. Enjoy! Until it's ready to use.